Hey, beautiful souls, beautiful sunshine here with the R Holistic Killer, aka Sonia B. So I am back and I have a couple of quick prophetic messages that I'm going to give. So with that being said, I want to say for those of you who are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. And for those of you who are returning back, I want to say welcome back. Okay, so let's go ahead and get straight into the message because these are the energies that we're dealing with at this time. Okay, for different people, only take what resonates because some may be going through this and some may not be just yet. Doesn't necessarily mean that you may not be going through it. It's just not your time, okay? Anyway, so with that being said, I received the message. Some of you guys are going to be thinking to yourself or either saying to yourself, so this is what it feels like, what awakening feels like, okay? That's all I heard in the dream. Like in the dream, it was like, so this is what an awaken feels like. So some of you guys could be going through things. You could be shifting to things. You could be, I'm hearing you can be seeing things change and shift in your reality. I'm also hearing too that you could be waking up to the truth of the matter. And those type of things. Okay, so those are some things to just be mindful of. It's going to be, again, different for everybody because everybody is experiencing different situations. Okay, we're all in the same reality, but we're all experiencing different situations. Okay, so the next message I received was I saw this in the form of some of you guys are getting ready to move. I saw this is like someone who is single. I saw this in the form of someone who is single. And then I also saw this in a form of someone who actually has a family. I saw like, it's almost like we're going through this energetic shift where people are being shifted around, okay? People are moving to these different places and different locations, okay? But just know that everything is being divinely guided. It's for a specific reason, and it's for a specific reason catered to your specific lesson is what I'm hearing, okay? So anyway, people being shifted around, people are waking up to the truth, okay? And then this next message that I received was some of you guys may be hearing about a relative of yours. Could be a male. I think it's more so males, not female, but I really feel like it's male. But it, take it how it resonates because it could apply to a female as well too. But the way I saw this was, I saw it as if someone was getting a part-time job, okay? Like a part-time job at like a hardware store, okay? Lowe's, Home Depot, or something of that nature. But I saw somebody getting like a part-time job, okay? And I truly believe that this is being divinely guided because some people are looking for stability right now where they have been felt like, okay, so this is what's happening. There are being relationships that are being revamped, okay? So there are situations to where God is removing people out of certain situations. So some of you may have had abrupt changes. Some of you may have had a shift in your relationship, whereas once upon a time you may have put your the person that you were dating up on a pedestal in a sense and thought that they could do absolutely nothing wrong. But now some of you guys are really and truly are starting to see this person's heart in a sense, okay? And it could be different. It could be coming from a male's perspective and it could be coming from a female's perspective. And the reason why I say this is, and if you have kids that are involved in situations like this, some of you guys are actually going to see that the situations can kind of like get a little ugly. So where you once thought this person was, someone you was possibly potentially thinking about marrying, or either someone that you was just really dating and you really thought highly of them because I guess they climbed the corporate ladder in a sense, but in doing so, you're starting to realize and see just how nasty a person can truly be, okay? So anyway, let's move on from that. But like I said, there are situations where there are going to be some people getting part-time jobs. And the part-time job is basically to help you to regain stability, okay? This is what I just heard. It's helping you to regain stability. So although it may be requiring a little extra hard work on your behalf, or whatever shape or form or whatever your situation may be, is going to also help you to attain the goals and help you get into a position that you want to get into in order to gain stability, okay? So the next message that I received was this one. Okay, this one is the last message. This message came in a form as if I saw like someone is going to have like a child. I don't know where the mom was at, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going to play out because I really feel like whoever this could be happening to, it could be happening to a few people, it could be happening to one person. I'm not really sure, but I haven't heard exactly if it was just pertaining to one person or not. But it could be a situation of where somebody could be in a form of like their child. I got the feeling like the child's mom wasn't around, but somehow in this dream, I was kind of like protecting this child because I saw that too many people were like after this child in particularly. So I'm not sure if it could be a situation of maybe somebody's going to have a child and or a child is already being born, and it's like everybody for some particular reason wants to try to obtain this child in whatever shape or form. Again, I don't know where the mom was. I don't know where the dad was at, but I just really got the feeling like this child was being shifted around to different people. So I really hope this is not a situation of like some sort of foster care, but I just saw that this child was being shifted around to different people. And it got to the point that, I myself kind of stepped in to protect the child, as to stand there and protect the child so that the child wouldn't keep getting shifted around to different people. But I just saw in this dream like people kept wanting this particular child. So please be mindful, please be mindful, please be mindful, okay? And I just saw the color greens when I just closed my eyes a second ago. And green is and I just saw it again. Green is a representation of unconditional love, okay? So when I said I stepped in to kind of protect this child, to keep this child from going through whatever it was that they were going through, from being shifted to these different people's hands, in a sense, some of you guys may find yourself stepping up to the plate and even protecting a child in some sort of way. So, it can come in any way, different shape or form. So the way I saw it was this was like an infant, a baby, but just be mindful. Just because I see it as a baby, it could be a situation of a child that could be about 3 years old, but maybe their mindset is almost like an infant, like, in a sense, if that kind of makes sense. Like sometimes you can have adults who are adults, but sometimes they can have a mindset of like a child, in a sense, with the way that they act and how they handle certain situations. So if you guys should find yourself dealing with a situation pertaining to kids, the way I saw this is if some people may find themselves stepping up to the plate, protecting this child by taking this child and caring for this child, I guess, until I never saw a parent come back around. But nevertheless, I don't know what the end result of that was, but it was just a matter of just stepping up to the plate, okay? And I know at this time that the divine spirit of light is causing a lot of us to become a little bit more mature than we have been responding and how we have been acting and behaving before. The divine spirit of light is requiring us to step up to the plate and become a little bit more mature and be mature when we handle certain situations, okay? And I just heard a second ago, like, if you were someone who didn't really care about other people and only really cared about yourself, it's almost like God is having you to step up to the plate and teaching you how to learn to care about other people, okay? That's what I just heard a second ago, okay? So anyway, but before I end, let me give you this quick scripture. And this scripture is Ephesians 1:9-10 says, He made known to us the mysteries of his will, okay? According to his good pleasures, according to his good pleasures, which he proposed in Christ to be put into effect when the time reaches their fulfillment. So, to bring unity to all things in heaven and on earth under Christ. So this is what God is doing to us all, okay? He's bringing things into unity. So as above, so below. So right now, again, God is causing us He's maturing us in so many different ways, okay? So if, again, you were somebody who didn't necessarily consider other people or know how to be empathetic or, really can put yourself in other people's shoes, it's almost like God is requiring or having you to step up to the plate so that way you can kind of, and it's not the fact that you're denying yourself. So because we all go through these different phases, stages, and learning lessons of, we have a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden God puts down a hammer, in a sense, and say, okay, now it's time for you to spend some time alone with yourself, to learn to love yourself. So you go through that phase and that stage, and then after you learn to love yourself, because remember, you can't give to somebody else from an empty cup. If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? So once you go through that phase of loving yourself, then God will allow you to go through a phase of you showing that same love that you showed yourself to people outside of yourself, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, but I wish you all much love, much light, and I hope you guys have a beautiful week, okay? It's all what you make it. Have a beautiful week, and I send you much love and much light. Bye.